It's a taste of Mexico you can get at home. Fresh ceviche with shrimp and scallops. Our favorite foodie, Kristin Andrus, is here with this fancy yet simpler than you might expect seafood dish. Okay, Kristin, I know you, and I know something inspired this, and it is smelling up the whole studio. It smells so good.
Oh, good.
Tell us the story behind this.
Okay, so I just got back from Mexico.
Of course you
with
did.
my
So
6
fun.
kids, which was a whole nother segment, and how to travel without many kids.
That part was so fun, but Mexico sounds great.
It's kind of a working vacation, I think you could say. But I did stop and get ceviche along the way, and it is just my favorite thing ever to eat. It's super healthy. It's like fresh. It just feels like when you're on vacation, you can get ceviche, right? But a lot of people, I even talked to the producer, and I'm like, I'm thinking ceviche, and she's like, I'm like, no, I'm gonna show you. Actually, it was you. Yeah. It was you. I said, it's actually really easy.
Because this is my thing with ceviche. I see it at restaurants.
Yeah.
That's where I think to order. I wouldn't, that does not even compute to me that I would make this in my kitchen.
I know. And I'm gonna show you how easy it is and how safe it is and how delicious it is.
But first, for people who don't know what it is, because it is kind of a newer idea.
So
or not new,
ceviche is a, I guess you could call it a dip of sorts, but it's kind of a seafood. So it normally has a lot of citrus, and normally it's raw seafood that you cook in citrus. So you have it sit in lemon, lime juice, all those kind of things for a long time, and that's what cooks the fish. But what I'm changing up to make it easier for us who are all these home cooks is that I'm gonna have the shrimp that's already cooked. So I got it from the deli, and then I'm doing, oh my gosh, scallops, thank you. Gotcha. And then I'm doing scallops, and you could really do any fish you want, but I have my scallops already cooked as well.
Okay.
So that makes it where you're not making sure that the citrus is cooking the fish. The fish is already cooked, and then you're kind of making a ceviche sauce for it to sit in for a long time.
And that's one of those things that is so intimidating about this dish is that when I first learned about ceviche and first tried it, you know that it is kind of cured by the acid in the citrus.
Yeah.
And that does feel intimidating to me.
Yeah.
I would be a little nervous to make it.
And you know what? I honestly would too, because like you said, most of them are white fish, and then it cooks in it, and you're like, is it done? Is it not? And if you're, serving friends or family and everyone gets sick.
Or yourself.
That would not be good.
Because
literally all I've been eating this all morning.
Okay, so fun to cook it first. Okay, walk me through.
Okay, and I'm adding, this is like a totally a different twist. I kind of get all these different inspirations. And so how we're gonna start is, here, you can kind of help me hold that bowl. So we're gonna put in just shrimp.
Okay.
So that's really easy. I'm gonna take the scallops and I'm just gonna cut them.
And you said the scallops, you can buy these pre-cooked as well?
No. Okay. I bought these just with the seafood, and I cooked them. I actually barbecued them last night, put them in my fridge, so I'm just gonna quarter them.
And how long are you barbecuing these for?
You just want it, it does. And you want it just to not be raw on the inside. If you overcook it a little bit, it's okay because it's gonna be sitting in a lot of these juices. Okay, this is my favorite thing to use for any kind of lemon, lime juice. We're gonna add a ton of lemon juice, and this doesn't get any of the seeds in, which is nice. I actually add some orange juice in it as well, which is kind of fun. So a lot of lime juice. I'd probably say a little bit more lime juice than lemon juice, but of course we can find the recipe online. A ton of cilantro. So take the cilantro just like this. I tear it off just like that. I put that down, and then I chop it. Yeah, I chop it up. And you don't want it too chopped up. You kind of want some of the leaves shown, and I'm just gonna put that in there. Obviously, we'd be adding, more shrimp. We're gonna do a lot of chopped purple onion. Now, this will not be super, right now it's kind of strong, but once it cooks in all of this lime juice and lemon juice, it's not quite so strong. So then, one other trick I wanna show you, Emily.
Yes, ready for this.
Okay, I'm gonna put in some orange segments and some grapefruit segments.
And is grapefruit typical? Because I know orange isn't.
And I also had a mango one. So if you don't like orange or grapefruit, put mango in here.
Juicing or just chopping?
No, you chop. So I'm gonna use segments. So instead of like cutting up an orange, I actually peel it on the outside like that. And then I just go in between the membranes like this. And I just drop them right in like that. So you get a really pretty nice orange segment like that. Same with the grapefruit. So I'm gonna put grapefruit in there as well. And then I'm gonna do a lot of avocado, because you can't go wrong with avocado.
And
so
it kind of adds that smoothness to this pretty tangy dish.
Yes, exactly. Go like that. Okay, then I'm gonna add some garlic salt and some red pepper flakes, which is really yummy like that. Obviously more seafood like that. So then we're gonna mix it up. I don't have a spoon, but we'll go like that.
And it really is such a pretty dish.
It is so pretty, and it
screams summer.
Yes, and it's so healthy, totally low carb. So then what I use to put it on is I use these, which I love. They are little street taco tortillas, and I just grilled them on put them over my open flame on my gas.
Did you butter them or just stick them straight on?
I just put them there, or you could put them in your toaster oven, and they get kind of hard and crispy like that. And then you'll see right there. Then I have it all mixed together. Now you do want it to sit in the fridge for probably 3 to 4 hours or overnight. I suggest overnight because then it really all of the juices come together. You have to try it.
Kind of so good. Okay, yes, I do want to try it.
All like soaks up.
I'm going to try it.
Here you go. It is so good.
Okay, before I take a bite of this and talk to you with my mouth full.
Yeah.
Okay, you have to tell me, do you use it more as a salad or more as a kind of chip and dip appetizer?
So I would use it as a chip and dip appetizer. I would like grill a chicken breast and put it on top of a chicken breast. If you really want to keep it super low carb and none of this, you could use endive leaves and you could scoop it up with like endive leaves. I don't know if I'd necessarily put it on lettuce, but you could, I guess. Then the topping is always an amazing, like a chili lime seasoning. I talk about this all the time on my Instagram. These are my 2 favorite. I love this. You see this tagine in Mexico. I used it every day I was there. And then this is Trader Joe's. They have a really good chili lime seasoning as well. And honestly, I would sprinkle it on top. Yep.
And it really does help so much for the presentation.
Yeah. It adds a little bit of color, and it's and lime zest. Don't forget about the lime zest.
And lime zest.
And you could put lime zest, lemon zest. I mean, zest just adds like such a great flavor. And add some pretty color too. So
okay, let's talk about your Instagram.
Okay, Kristin Andrus. I share lots of healthy, yummy recipes. Lots of my twin baby boys, but mostly food. So
a lot of fun things.
Check it out.
Thanks so much, Kristin. So good to have you as always.